What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and we have a pretty interesting topic to talk about in today's YouTube video because we've gotten an odd teaser on social media recently. So this was only posted on the following Fortnite accounts: Fortnite Espanol, Fortnite Middle East, Fortnite Poland, and Fortnite Japan. And maybe, okay, no, Fortnite Brazil did not tweet about it. I thought they did for a second. But this was a teaser or something that was, supposed to be advertised all at around the same time that only these few accounts actually ended up talking about. So what it was a 3-line quote and then a devil emoji at the bottom, and it goes as follows when translated to English. "I heard you struck my son." "Yes, sir, I did. And may I ask why?" And those 3 lines were all that we really had to go off of. It was a very interesting thing to kind of see them talk about, because if you don't know what it's from John Wick, and it was like, why are they doing something with John Wick? What could even be going on here? I get that maybe, the original John Wick skin hasn't been in the item shop in like 200 days, and the Sophia skin hasn't been in the item shop for over 1,700 days, but what is this supposed to be teasing if it's just kind of coming out of the blue, and it's supposed to be for something, considering the fact that it wasn't just like, one Fortnite account kind of, just memeing around or whatever else, but instead it was multiple Fortnite accounts having the exact same quotes properly translated into the different languages for something that is going on here. And now if you go ahead and look up the quote on Google and you find the extended version, or you're someone who has just already seen John Wick before and have memorized the quote, the next line is actually, "Yeah, well, because he stole John Wick's car, sir, and killed his dog." Now this makes me think a few things could be happening here, right? And this is the part we're gonna get in theory territory. So even though we have little teasers and stuff here and there, it is things where it's like this next part isn't confirmed at all. But the first thing is potentially getting a new vehicle skin in the game. We could potentially get the 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1, however modified to have, the John Wick appeal to it, whether that's decals or the whole entire car being modified, who actually knows. But that is one of the things I'm thinking could potentially happen because of that next line not actually being there. Now, of course, if we're talking about the car specifically, there is a chance that it isn't the Mach 1, because there's a whole entire debate and debacle over if it's the Mach 1 or if it's actually a Boss 429. But either way, I feel one of the things that could potentially be kind of hyped up from this random teaser on social media is his car coming to Fortnite. And another thing that could possibly happen is, imagine if we got Daisy, John Wick's dog, as an actual dog known in Fortnite that, you would be able to purchase as a sidekick. There's definitely a lot of areas for them to actually take this in their own ways. We do already know that we're getting Pulp Fiction very soon, which was very weird to see Epic Games announce out of nowhere. We know that we're going to actually end up getting a little Groot, or I guess Baby Groot sidekick very soon. So it's not like Epic Games is against any of these like shock drop ideas, right? I mean, for example, Danny Phantom in Pulp Fiction, no one knew that was going to happen, or maybe they did and they just, never shared it publicly, but the general public did not know those collaborations were going to happen until they got announced. And with this new John Wick teaser, I feel like it could be a little bit more than just trying to be like, oh hey, the John Wick skin's returning to the item shop, because let's be honest here, the John Wick skin has returned to the item shop a few times already, so it's not the most special thing to actually have them announce. And I definitely think, in terms of something like a new skin, or just kind of that Sophia skin returning, it is something that sure they could do, but I feel like this is for something a little bit more, specifically because of the next line of the quote that they're using on social media, mentioning both a car and a dog, 2 things that Fortnite has in the game, sidekicks and vehicles that they could go ahead and modify and make a little bit better in their own likeness. But I would love to hear in the comments down below, what do you think about this? Is this something that could be a lot bigger that actually ends up getting released very soon, such as a vehicle cosmetic or a sidekick or something like that? Is this something that isn't really that big? It doesn't really seem that exciting. Maybe it's just like the skins returning to the item shop after so long. Or is this just the Middle East account, the Spanish account, the Poland account, and the Japan account just kind of trolling? Because if we go ahead and read them, they all have the devil emoji at the end, but all of them kind of read the same way. It's just, "I heard you hit my son, yes sir I did, and may I ask why?" And it's all just translated from the different languages over into English through, Google Translate and all that stuff. So it's not like it's giving anything else of a teaser out. It's literally just 3 lines thrown out of the blue, and not even like the English account or, one of the bigger Fortnite accounts have started to talk about it yet. It's mainly just these kind of localized accounts that have less of a following in social media that have teased this for no reason. And for example, the Middle East account has 20 328 likes, the Poland account 376 likes, the Spanish account 2,000 likes, and the Japan account 2.5 thousand likes. So it's not like no one knows about this, but it still is something where they definitely have something else planned here. Until next time, however, hope champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys next time with another upload. Hope you're all enjoying all your Christmas presents if you got any, or just enjoying, the winter holidays. And until next time, peace out.